things Halloween. This is hauntformer, and welcome back to my discussion on the Halloween and Party Expo, or HAuNTcon. Now, I have to warn you, I'm a little late on this video. It's already Trans World season, early one, but it is Trans World season, so expect a video on Trans World very, very soon. But I wanted to get to this. There are a few more things I want to talk about from HauNTcon, specifically Ghoulish Productions, because I love their masks. However, Trick or Treat Studios here has been a favorite of mine for many, many years, and they have a lot of cool new items that I want to share with you. So, let me stop talking and let's jump into the product catalog, which has their awesome signature pumpkin guy on it. So that is pretty exciting to start off with. Now, you're going to notice a lot of repeat stuff. I'm going to try to jump through the repeat stuff as fast as I can and just get to the crux of it. Alright? That's what we're doing here. So, here we go. Halloween. Halloween masks, Halloween costumes from John Carpenter's classic film. Same with Halloween 2. We've seen many of these for years. Halloween 3 does have this glow-in-the-dark stuff, which I don't believe it's new, but a lot of people don't know about it, and it is available. So check it out. Also, watch Halloween 3. It's an awesome movie. Halloween 4, Halloween 5, 6, H2O Resurrection, all that looks the same. We're going to keep going. This is the David Gordon Green trilogy, I believe. Now, we do have a few new things from Halloween Ends. We had the mask and the knife from last year. However, now we have the costume, the Corey Scarecrow mask, which I knew they were going to do that, the Corey Cunningham mask, and Allison's cat mask. Now, something super exciting that is pretty cool for a lot of fans is the Rob Zombie Halloween line, which includes both knives and two versions of the mask. The clean version from '92 and the Michael Myers, kind of the more signature look from those films. In addition, the Halloween 2 Dream masks and Michael Myers masks, in addition to the Bowie knife. That is an awesome collection. I'm very excited to see those in stores. But I'm also quite excited for that Corey Cunningham mask because I enjoyed Halloween Ends. What can I say? Another new line, very exciting. The Mummy! Not the Universal Monsters Mummy, although there is the Universal Monsters Mummy right there. But we have the Brendan Fraser 90, I don't remember the exact year, but the 1990s version of The Mummy. More of an action than a horror movie, but still a really fun movie. Here you have the Imhotep mask, which I think is by far the best one. That is a great sculpt. And from what I read, I think Justin Mabry sculpted this. It's not based off any particular still from the movie, it's just kind of a basic version of that version of Imhotep. Then you also have the Cursed Imhotep, the Plague Bringer Imhotep, and the Prince. So it's basically four versions of the same character. I like all of them for different reasons, though I would have to say that the one where he's actually the Mummy is the coolest. Another cool new thing that we have seen Universal Monsters before, they're bringing us these injection masks, and I have not really seen many of these done before. We've had Vacuform, but this is a different technique, and they've done a lot of masks like this year, and they all look top-notch, because unlike some of the rubber, this plastic really gets into the sculpt and brings out the details of it, and they look fantastic. I know at the con we saw the David from the Lost Boys mask, in addition to a new version of Darkman, and they both look fantastic. Here we have the Mummy, the original Mummy, and Frankenstein's monster, and a new one, Mask of the Red Death from Phantom of the Opera, and we also have the Bride of Frankenstein's wig piece, which I think will be a very good seller. Again, you have all the classic Universal monsters and the Cheney Entertainment characters. The only new thing, but I actually really like this one, is the Phantom humanoid mask, which is seen pretty significantly throughout that original film, and I quite like the look of it. It's very eerie. We have the Hammer monsters and the Munsters, but also new for this year, the Rob Zombie Munsters. Now, I will say, I wasn't crazy about the movie. You can watch my podcast on it. However, I think these masks look very solid, and they do look like that injection molding, I'm pretty sure, because of the nice facial detail on them, versus you can tell that these are rubber up here. But I like both designs. I just am a mask fan, whether it's plastic, whether it's vinyl, whether it's vacuformed, whether it's whatever. I just like Halloween, man. What can I say? You do too. You're watching the video. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Nothing new here, Scooby-Doo. We have the Ultimate Chucky. We do have the Pizza Face and the good guy Tommy, which are new. He's flicking the bird here, which is a signature Chucky thing. I like that Child's Play 3 is getting some love. I actually love that movie. And all of those good guy props, yet again. Child's Play 2 is the same. Seed of Chucky is also the same. Curse of Chucky looks the same as well. Couple new things from the Nope line. We had these alien props and masks last year. But now we have the Jupiter's Claim and the Star Lasso signs. I like both of those quite a bit, and they are very fitting of the film if you saw it, because the set is kind of a character in and of itself. Something that I'm super hyped about, finally, I knew they were going to do it, the Black Phone Grabber mask with the different bases. Now, I actually bought a Black Phone mask. I was the grabber for Halloween last year. But I really love this version of it, and I'm very excited to get my grubby little hands on it. In addition, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I love Freaky, and they have the Blissfield Butcher, which is just like the one they had at Halloween Horror Nights if you were there. Gonna keep going. We have Us. Nothing new in the Us line. Texas Chainsaw is back for all of you fans. The masks have returned, so all of these are technically new, although we have seen them before. The Killing Leatherface, Pretty Woman, which is my favorite one, Grandpa, Killing Face, Face Mask, and Grandma. In addition, a new thing that is actually legitimately new, the Chainsaw prop. You can't have Texas Chainsaw without a Texas Chainsaw. And then, of course, we have the sledgehammer, the meat hook, and the entire costume. That's going to be a good seller. Jump on that. In addition, we also have the Texas Chainsaw Part 2 masks, Leatherface, Chop Top, Grandpa, LG Skin, and Nubbins. I haven't seen Texas Chainsaw 2. I'm sorry. But I will get there. I promise I will get there. Leatherface 3, Texas Chainsaw Remake, and Chainsaw 3D all coming back. It's finally time. Very exciting stuff. We also have Toxic Crusaders and the Toxic Avenger, which has been around for I think a year or two now, but I love it, and I still haven't gotten my hands on Toxie yet, but I hope I will. G.I. Joe, Dungeons and Dragons, got a couple new Dungeons and Dragons masks up here. Exciting, but not really my thing. I like the scary stuff. You have Bert the Troll from The Hobbit, and Gothmog. Again, I haven't seen The Hobbit, sorry. Same with Lord of the Rings, Snagga. Interesting names. Game of Thrones, nothing new here. Mortal Kombat, nothing new. This is a big one for me. My favorite movie, The Exorcist. We're getting a Regan McNeil mask, finally. Now, if we could just get that Jack from The Shining mask, my life would be complete. But Regan looks just like Linda Blair here. Excellent sculpt. I assume that this is also that injection molding, I would guess, seeing that level of detail, but maybe not. Maybe this is a really good sculpt for a latex mask. We also have Corpse Bride here, new for 2023, both Emily and Victor. Great movie if you haven't seen it. And the new Pennywise doll. I believe it's new anyways. If not, I never really commented on it, but this is an awesome prop. I believe it's around $700, so kind of pricey, but when you see the detail on this thing, if you're an It fan, I think it's a perfect match for you. Then we also have the Conjuring stuff, of course, just Annabelle, and Carrie, the prom dress, which I think would be a great Halloween costume, but I've yet to see anyone do it. Silent Night, Deadly Night costume, Psycho Gorman mask, and the Candyman hook, which has finally happened. I've been waiting like 2 years for this hook. Can't wait. I love Candyman, so it's about time. And the return of the Living Dead. And here we also have Goosebumps, a childhood favorite of mine, nothing new in the Goosebumps line. Fear Street looks about the same. Nightmare on Elm Street has not changed, and Saw is still here. However, okay, Saw and then Spiral. Two things. One, Mr. Snuggles is finally out. I know that took a while for them to get that in production, but he is shipping out now, and I'm excited about him from Spiral. But also, I'm going to go back here because I don't see it in the catalog, but it was at the Expo. You can comment below if you know more about why it's not here. But they are making a deluxe Billy puppet with actual lines from Tobin Bell recorded specifically for it, and it is an animated prop. I love Billy the Puppet. Might be one of my favorite horror icons at this point, and so anything Billy related, I love. I really want to see this deluxe puppet in person because it looks fantastic. I do have right here, you can't see him, but I do have this version of the puppet, and he is really sick. Trick or Treat has remained the same. Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn has remained the same, although I'm sure they could get away with some new like Army of Darkness masks, because I know the video game brought some new variants to those characters, so that would be kind of cool. They Live has returned. Killer Clowns from Outer Space has returned. Haunt has returned. The Purge is here, and the television show version of The Purge. All the Romero masks are basically the same. Creepshow, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, and the Creepshow series are all still here. Dead Silence has remained, although that's odd. I don't see the Billy mask, which I do have. Hope that didn't go away. That was a great mask. The Strangers, and then a lot of these little individual masks. The Victor Crowley one sticks out to me, but you have Leslie Vernon, Pumpkinhead, Killer Goats, Hellraiser, the little lament box. I love that, and Candy Corn. Terrifier, I think, is going to be really popular, considering that last movie. In addition, you have Sinister, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, Orphan Killer, Darkman, which is, again, that mask I was mentioning with the new injection molding. Zombie, Sally Face, Nightbreed, Motel Hell, Blind, and the Deep Web Murder Show. Ghoulies 2 has returned with those puppets. I know those are really popular. Gremlins, of course, returns as always, but there are some new Gremlins 2, the new batch, Mogwai, Mohawk, Gizmo, George and Lenny, and Daffy. These all look really great. I love all of my little Mogwai friends. And they have the Splice of Life designer jeans with the clamp building. That is awesome. I love Gremlins too. You have Krampus, still the same. Happy Death Day. Although I will go back to the Krampus and say they could make some cool props from that. The teddy bear comes to mind. I think some of those little toys would be fun to have. Jeepers Creepers, American Werewolf in London's the same. Although I don't know why they got rid of the werewolf mask, which I also have. That's kind of the whole focus of the movie, so you'd think they'd have it. But nevertheless, they have Jaws, Kong, Studio 666 masks are all new. Those look really dope. I've yet to see the movie, but I really want to. And all of those masks look fantastic. The Dave Kroll especially is very cool. Slayer masks are here. The Walking Dead remains the same. Rocky remains the same. The only thing new on this page is the Papa 4 Ghost mask, which I've recently gotten into Ghost. I like a lot of their music, so check them out if you haven't listened. All of the other ghost stuff is the same. Iron Maiden just has one new mask, and that is a cool looking guy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, but very dope. More Iron Maiden. You have all of their different music type masks, 9 Inch Kills, or 9 Inch Kills? Ice 9 Kills. I took like 9 Inch Nails and tried to fit it in. Alice Cooper is a staple for sure. The Megadeth mask is very cool as well. You have House of a Thousand Corpses. All of that looks the same. Devil's Rejects. And just Rob Zombie himself, 31. I actually like that Otis mask. It looks a lot like him. It's a good mask. Mabry Monsters has a few new sculpts. The Hyde one is maybe my favorite. Reminds me of the Mr. Hyde from Mad Monster Party, if you ever grew up watching that. And then Gary, I like how he's just called Gary, and Templar. And then all of the rest of these are mostly the same, except when you get down to the Top Stone masks. Something really exciting that Trick or Treat Studios is doing this year is they're bringing back classic mask companies. Don Post, for instance, and Top Stone here. Both of these look awesome. Well, Shock Monster's been around for a little bit, but the Hooded Skull is a newbie, and I like that they're bringing life back to these old mask companies. As for their originals line, they do have a few new ones. Deadeye, which I love the look of him. Blood Feast, and Blood Moon. All of these are dope. Ghost Pirate and Glob have continued to return, as do Hybrid, Dry Rot, Gothic Demon, Sewer Monster, or Chud, and Necrodome, which I do have. Great mask. I was also that character for my haunt last year. Time Ghoul, Lab Monster, Lab Chimp, Old Scratch Devil, the Devil Vacuform. That's a very vintage looking mask. The Monitor, which I love and reminds me of the Metaluna Mutant. Gilbert, Vertigo, Elephant Man, Water Zombie, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to go through all of the originals, but I just really like their originals line. The Don Posts have continued to return with Rotten and Pig, which is great. I love the love for these classic companies. You also have all of their horror teeth. And now we're jumping out of masks. We're getting into kind of the accessory stuff. I'm going to go a little bit quicker through these. But you have new Nope wrapping paper, Universal Monsters, Evil Dead 2, Halloween 3, Misfits, Goosebumps, and G.I. Joe. All of these ones are returning. You have some new ornaments. I think the Art to Clown will clearly be a great seller. Continuing here, nothing new with these ornaments. We do have more. I guess I haven't noticed these Krampus ones before. I really like those, but they're not new. So it says. All of the statues here. All of these busts and figures. Jumping into these are really dope. I like all of these. You have the Werepups. Okay, here's a new one. A 1/6 scale Sam. And 1/6 scale trick-or-treaters from Halloween 3. I love the Halloween 3 love. I can never get enough of it. More Michael Myers. You have new 1/6 scale Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers, and Halloween H2O, in addition to Resurrection. I love this. 1/6 scale Tarman from Return of the Living Dead. That's exciting. Love me the Tarman zombie. And you also have these really cool 8-inch collector figures. Michael Myers, Shorty, Slim and Fatso from Killer Clowns, Pumpkinhead from Pumpkinhead, Farmer Vincent from Motel Hell, Jacob, and Candyman. And I believe they also have... Where is it? Yeah. They also have Isaac and Malachi from Children of the Corn, Candy Corn, Haunt characters, and Haunt characters. I never saw Haunt. Should I? I don't know enough about it. I just know that there's cool masks. And then you also have the House of a Thousand Corpses line. Look at all of those guys. That's cool. And, of course, Terrifier. Flipping through, we have more pins. A lot of pins, actually. They just keep going. And the Scare Fresheners line. They also have G.I. Joe Scare Fresheners. I really love these cardboard cutout type of decorations. They're very nostalgic and classic. Although I don't see any new ones. Okay, we have a Sam magnet, Necronomicon magnet, and the Halloween poster magnet. Also, the Goosebumps cover magnet. That's pretty cool. All of these keychains are fantastic. The Halloween 3 one sticks out to me, as does the Frankenstein's monster and the Chucky. Flipping through here, more keychains of all the Chucky characters. You have these new purses. The Wolfman cane, that's actually pretty awesome. And the Halloween 3 giveaway. Frankly, all of this stuff is really cool. I could oogle and Google at this for hours. Saw Billy Puppet. Thanks for doing Saw. But I'm not a purse guy. I am a wallet guy, though, and the Halloween 3 TV wallet is one of the coolest wallets I've ever seen. That is awesome. The Frankenstein monster is great as well. We have some soap and candles, which is fun. All their new games, the Texas Chainsaw game, Nightmare Productions, and Shadowgate, Zombie Mania, Gold West. I'm just reading the new ones. It's crazy, as I finish up here, with, oh, that's cool. Look at these puzzles. That's awesome. And I should point out the Lost Boys. Yes, they did show more of this stuff. I want to see what they're doing for Ghostbusters, but I want to see all of this from the expo available. But I am excited to see that Ghostbusters can do Slimer, Stay Puft, the Librarian, Taxi Driver. There's a lot of stuff you could do. And what I wanted to say there at the end before I cut myself off is that I love that Trick or Treat Studios has gone from just exclusively masks and like props and costumes to now a whole array of things. Games and toys and collectibles, candles, soap. This is exciting. Trick or Treat Studios, you have all these awesome licenses for a great reason. Keep making this awesome stuff. I can't wait to see all of this in person, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you for watching. I will be doing Ghoulish Productions soon, more distortion stuff, and talking about Trans World as a whole. But thank you for continuing to watch the HauNTcon Halloween and Party Expo series. Remember, for all things Halloween, this is HauntFormer.